Thanks for tuning in to Bourbon Drop. I'm your host, Myron. Today, thanks to my man Kenny, another special release. We've got the Booker's Kentucky Tea Batch 2022-03. Look, I've also got Chapter 5 and I've got the 2022-02 release here. We're going to blind these at the end. I've never had this, never seen it. I haven't even seen any reviews on it. I haven't even read any reviews on it. So, thanks to my man Kenny, we're about to bring you something special.
Bottle drop, bottle drop, bottle drop.
Look, Booker's 2022-03 Kentucky release batch. So if you look on the card tells you everything. These two cards right here. All right, so they come with each bottle of Booker's and they'll tell you what the batch consists of. They also tell you why the batch is called what it's called. I didn't know this until I read this card. It says that Booker No actually liked to mix his bourbon 1 part water with 4 parts bourbon, and he would call that his Kentucky tea. Look, that blew my mind. Many of us bourbon drinkers, bourbon tasters, we call ourselves, we try to drink things neat. Some people like it over ice. Myself, I enjoy everything neat. Bourbon is best enjoyed the way you like it, but to have someone like a master distiller have 1 part water, 4 parts bourbon, that just blew my mind. It really blew my mind. But look, enough talking. Let's get into the reason why we're here. Everybody wants a review, so let's give it to you. I really enjoy Booker's products. And if you know me and watched my videos before, you know that's how I started my bourbon journey. I was in the store. I told the guy I wanted something that wasn't super expensive, something that I'd be able to get when I wanted to, and something that was good. I wanted to treat myself that day, and I wanted to try something different. He pointed me in the direction of Booker's. 60 bucks, I was sold, but I didn't want to spend $60 every time. And not to mention that, you know, being someone that's just getting into bourbon, having drank nothing really over 80 proof, giving me a bottle of Booker's that was, I believe at the time, 126. I can't remember what batch it was. At the time, I didn't even know there were batches. So I think the highest Booker's that I had got after that was like in the 130s. But all I knew is that it was good and it hit hard. When it got to here, it warmed me up. Backed it down to 100 proof, started messing with Knob Creek, and just been in love with bourbon ever since. So it's a little interesting, and I'll go over it. Because the Lumberyard batch was one of my lost episodes. I actually lost an episode due to me doing some funny stuff with the SD card. So I lost a couple episodes. But while shooting that episode, I really wasn't that fond of it. It had some notes in it that didn't hit me right. And I was kind of glad that I lost that episode because, you know, I talked so much about Booker's and how it got me into bourbon, and then to be kind of let down by the first Booker's that I had bought in years. So let's get into the 2022-03 and see how it stacks up. Very nice nose. Give it some more airtime. I don't want to do it any injustice. A very heavy pepper note comes through. Some light fruit, just a little bit. Let's get into the palate. See if I can pull out more nose and notes after I get into the palate. Sweet, peppery, cinnamon. It's got a nice spice on it. Almost a honey. There's a honey in the finish and on the mid. A little bit of leather and char on the back. That is a cinnamon red hot, cinnamon big red chewing gum right there. I mean, the label is gonna remind you of a cinnamon red hot or cinnamon big red chewing gum. I don't think that I've ever gotten that out of any of the Knob Creek or Booker's or Jim Beam products, period. Not even Baker's. I don't think I ever got like that clove, cinnamon red hot out of any Jim Beam product. That's heavy. Yeah, it's pepper, spice, honey. It's really good. It's really good. I am a fan of this new batch. This right here comes in at 63.25, so 126.5 proof. The Little Book Chapter 5 comes in at 116.8 proof, and the Booker's Lumberyard batch comes in at 62.40, which is 124.8 proof. I'm going to do a blind with, all three of these. Like I said, so far I am a fan. I am a big fan of this new Booker's 2022-03 batch. Let's see if I can get some more nose and notes, because I felt like I didn't give you enough. There is some oak. Like I said, heavy on the cinnamon. I just can't say this thing, and I don't use the words bomb a lot, but this thing is a cinnamon bomb, cinnamon explosion. Those are the biggest notes that I pick up from this. It's just that cinnamon and clove, that spice. There is a little bit of vanilla, and it's very light. It's underneath of pretty much everything. The lemon and oak is there. But yeah, just that cinnamon is just, it takes over. Now that I have it lower in the glass, let's go back into the glass, go back into the palette, see if I pull out anything else. That is very enjoyable. That is very enjoyable. It is sweet. You almost get like candied strawberries out of it. It is sweet. The cinnamon, the clove, the cinnamon red hot. It's good. It's really good, man. I just, wow. Everything that I said before with the cinnamon red hot, the light creaminess. The only new thing that stuck out to me was like a candied strawberry. It's just good. It's good. It's really good. Like I said, I'm gonna do a blind. I do have some water because I do want to drink it how Booker No liked to make his Kentucky tea, which it wasn't 4 parts bourbon. It was 1 part bourbon, 4 parts water. So later on in the video, before the video ends, after we do the blind, I will try it that way just to see what it tastes like. Because like I said, it just trips me out that a master distiller would water his bourbon down that much and still be able to enjoy it. Let me get these set up on the table. I'll get right back to you. Now that I've cleaned up a little bit, I want to get into the breakdown. So, is Booker's worth the chase? Yes, Booker's is worth the chase. I do believe that it offers good price and good flavor notes and good nosing notes for what they ask for the price. $89.99, basically $90. It gives you a very good experience. Like I said, I did not like the Lumberyard batch at first. Then I went to the Kentucky Tea batch and I really liked it. And then it got down in the bottle and I liked the Lumberyard batch. And as you can see, I like the Lumberyard batch more. So is Booker's worth the chase? Yes. Would I stand in line for it? No. I would not stand in line 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 hours or overnight in the cold, in the rain, even in the heat for Booker's. But is it worth the chase? Running from store to store? Yes, Booker's is worth the chase. Would I pay over retail? I would pay my normal, which is $30 over retail. I wouldn't go any higher than that. Booker's is worth $90, which is MSRP. I would go as high as $120. Would I go $150? No. I even seen chapter 6 for $1.99. I would not go as far as $1.99 for Booker's or Chapter 6 or any of the Little Book chapters. I don't think that I would pay that much more over retail for what they're asking, simply because it's all over the place. Booker's can be very good in some batches. Booker's can be kind of so-so in some batches. So when you're spending that much money, you definitely want to get a quality product, and Booker's can be kind of wishy-washy on quality when it comes to their product. Would I give this to a new bourbon drinker? Booker's can come in a little hot. I don't think, let me just say no. I wouldn't give it to a new bourbon drinker. Even though I was a new bourbon drinker, Booker's can come in so hot that it can possibly turn a new bourbon drinker off. A buddy of mine, what's up Dave? Dave told me that he first had Booker's and it almost brought him to his knees. He was used to drinking Crown. He pours himself a 3-finger, which we always get on Dave because his 3 fingers are like 4 of ours. So he would pour himself a 3-finger, and he said that it brought him to his knees. He said that he just had to hold on for a second because it was that much. So giving it to a new bourbon drinker would maybe turn them off to bourbon all in general. Would I always keep a bottle on the bar? Lumberyard batch, when I first cracked it open, I didn't have a great experience with it. I thought that maybe it was something that I wouldn't keep on a bar because Booker's products are kind of wishy-washy. So I was like, when I reviewed it, I remember saying that if it was something like this, I wouldn't keep it on the bar. Kind of like when I did the review of Booker 7. The first 2 Bookers that I had were excellent products. The third Bookers that I had wasn't so great. So would I always keep it on the bar if they taste like the Lumberyard batch, or if they taste like the Kentucky Tea batch? I would love to keep a bottle on a bar, but I would like to see a lot more consistency from the Bookers. So with that being said, let the whiskey flow. Never run out unless you're headed to a drop. Till next time.